My name is Jim. Today I'm going to be talking about swarm catching techniques. And so I just set out a few more nuke boxes, and I'm experiencing exact same behaviors I did last year in mid-May. So these hives here, these are heavy into investigating these hives. Now in January I seen something similar, but they were going in it to occupy it because I had put frames in there that had resources on them. So they were protecting the resources in January, and that's where I caught my swarm last year. They've been heavy in that today. And that's the swarm that was actually in that box in that tree last year, which is the only hive I have left. All the farm bees died from diseases. So that's a little while ago. There was a lot of activity in these, even in those little styrofoams. I had them in my garage, and I went in my garage a while ago, and there was bees inside those little styrofoam nukes. So I brought them outside, so I'd give them the full opportunity to, to occupy them out here instead of in my garage. I don't want beehives in my garage. Could you imagine walking by every day, all day long, right in front of a beehive that maybe becomes aggressive? Yeah, that would not be cool. So, um, I was gonna do a split today, but when I saw all this activity, I thought, well, maybe they'll do it on their own, and they'll go to that one or that one. I got another one in the cherry tree in front, and it's really busy with bees in there. And this is the first day this year where it's very clear that they're looking for another home. Um, I have seen random bees just go in and out, mostly not, since January. Once they cleaned out all the combs, resources that were in them, they ignored going inside the hive pretty much since January. But this time, today, they're inspecting the whole hive. They're circling underneath and around the back and trying to get in at different cracks and crevices that they think there might be a gap. So what I have is I have the realtor agents out now, and they're looking for a specific type of home. And so I just set out four more over there. Um, so I got four baited nukes over there, and so I just put those out, and um, so I might hold off on doing this split today, because when I saw that kind of aggressiveness in bees going in these baited nukes, 3 days later I watched a swarm come in and occupy that one in the tree. So I'm going to hold off for about 3 or 4 days to see if they swarm into one of these boxes, and if the activity dies down, that means they've already swarmed somewhere else. Wherever they were coming from, they could be coming from my hive. All this activity, my hive could be ready to divide, right? So, because it was pretty packed. So before I added a brood box, they might have already decided they were going to divide. It was too late, and so they already made queen cells, and so this hive might be in pursuit of dividing and looking for another home for the original queen. If that's the case, that'll be the second time that same queen flew out in her lifetime. Wow. So, and what I'll do is, once everything settles down in June, around the 1st of June, everything kind of calms down. Then I'll do, depending upon the health of the hives and the way that they've split, I'll do a couple more splits, and hopefully I'll have caught a couple of swarms by then and made a couple of splits, and that would give me 5 hives. So I would be content going into fall with 3. That'd be more than I ever had. So I'd be, you know, I don't need to be all that greedy. So 3 hives would be good. 6 would be better. Um, but the more hives we have, the more resources it takes and time it takes to maintain them. And so um, there you go. It's a beautiful day. I think it's around 80 today, which is why I have a T-shirt on. It's hot. It's hot. It's like a mild summer day, or upper mild summer day. And so I had a bunch of girls that actually accosted me yesterday when I was sitting here, and um, I caught each one of them with my butterfly net, and I put them in a jar. I came back a couple hours later to let them go. They were all dead. Same thing with the one I caught a while ago. I had another one swarming me. I was only sitting down for like a minute, and I had another one buzzing in my face. I caught her, put her in her jar, and she only lasted for like 30 minutes in the jar. And I keep a screen on top, so the air's not the problem. I think they just run out of, they don't stock very much food. The outer perimeter guards don't stock much food in their bodies, and so they don't last, because typically a bee needs to eat about every 40 minutes to survive in general. Some can go longer. It depends upon what their fat store is. So I have bees occupying three boxes right now. Uh, at times there's quite a few going in each one of them. Then it gets quiet. Then it gets busy again. So I'm thinking they're going back and telling the hive that they're going to split from, trying to build that hive up to convince. So you got groups, right? So each one of these is a group. So say, for example, all these are from the same hive, and you got different groups that go to different boxes, and they go back and they do these little dances. Whoever has the best dance, who's ever most excited about what they find, that's likely going to be the hive that they fly into when they swarm out. And yeah, whoever has the best margarita. That's right. And so there you go. Beautiful day. Things are blossoming. Everything's coming on. This is going to be all green back in here before long. It's going to be like a solid green cove. It's like walking into a cul-de-sac that's all blossomed out. So there they go. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more boxes out, because you never know. It might be an area, like a certain location that gets them, right? So there might be other folks within a mile radius or so that are doing something similar to me. That's trying to catch swarms, and so it's like a competition. Whoever can get their boxes looking just right and baited just right and in the right location, those are the folks that are going to be the ones that's going to most likely catch whatever swarms that are coming around. And so yeah, I need to make sure that there's no ants or spiders in each box every day. Yesterday when I took that one down up in the tree there was just hundreds of ants underneath the box. And so I had to remove all that. And I have found spiders inside of them, earwigs. So it's important to keep the boxes cleaned out and freshly baited with some lemongrass oil and some comb if we have comb. Frames, yeah. So each one of these boxes that I have baited nukes, each one of them has frames of already built out comb. So bees love to swarm into a hive that already smells beesy, like honeycomb's already a little bit in there, and get that lemongrass in there, lemongrass oil in there, and for them it's like really inviting, and they can get pretty excited about wanting to go in it. And making sure there's no cracks anywhere or gaps where spiders and ants and other bugs can get in, because they look for that very intensely. They look for the tiniest little gaps around the whole box. Underneath, around the sides, on the top. They're looking for any kind of a gap at all. So they like a well-sealed box. And so, yeah, I'm pretty meticulous about making sure that I don't see any gaps anywhere when I'm setting up my nukes. And there's bees all over these boxes here. And probably before long because I just set these out, so before long there'll be a bunch of them over the other ones. I think I'll put some more lemongrass over there, lemongrass oil in those. But yeah, they have lots to choose from, all kinds of different sizes. I got a 6-frame box. I've got a 10-frame. I've got a 4-frame in the front. Yeah, they have lots of choices. Right. There you go. There's a bunch of fanners out today. Look at these. Whole bunch of fanners. They're big fans of their box. I still have some thyme oil smell in that hive, which is good. I'm thinking about taking some strips of some kind, an odor that will fill the hive just a little bit, but it keep the mites irritated, because I can put it on my control panel, observational panel. I can just slide it out and replace it. I don't have to dismantle the hive, and that smell and that odor will irritate those varroa mites and cause more to drop. I've never seen anybody do that. I've watched thousands of hours of professional beekeepers, how they do things. But sometimes, if we do our own experiments, we can come up with something more effective and much more simple and easier without dismantling the hive. And that's my goal. I don't want to dismantle a hive unless I have to. There's always that chance of rolling the queen, and basically your hive is dead at that point. Got to get a new queen. And so yeah, they're all up in those boxes right here. So I'm going to take you up into the front cherry tree and show you what's going on there. Oh, I thought I'd drop by these radishes. I just planted those about a week ago. Those are radishes. I let some go to seed last year. That's arugula. Let some go to seed and just planted them. And then I also have elephant garlic from the store. Those are all elephant garlic there. Elephant garlic. Wonder if they're going to grow a snout. So here is one of the cherry tree. No activity at the moment. It was really busy a while ago. Nothing. Well, maybe they already made a selection somewhere else. There was lots of bees in there oh, there's one. Maybe they're all inside. So I'm giving these bees lots of different kinds of locations with different heights. Some higher in a tree, some on a platform lower to the ground. So they're all up in there inspecting them, and that's good. Inspector Clouseau. And so I think that's it. All right. Well, please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, leave a comment, click a like, and I'll keep this podcast updated on the trajectory of the swarm catching at this time of year. And like I was saying, it's really important to really inspect those hives like every day. What I try to do is in the morning dismantle these beta nukes and remove any ants or spiders or earwigs or anything else that might be in them. And because typically these bees, when they were looking to swarm out, they will do it around 2 o'clock. And so if you can keep all that stuff, all the boxes cleaned out, by 2 o'clock comes along and everything looks clean inside the box, there's a decent chance that that's where they're going to go into, right? Is the one that's, the most pristine. Oh, my camera is just shaking. I got a heavy workout this morning. You work out and your muscles just, when you go to hold something, your muscles just kind of vibrate. Yeah, All right. All right. Have a good day then. Bye now. Really active bees. They're flying all around that box right there, inspecting that box. Is this a good box? The height is about right, close enough. Yeah, the angle's about right. Size is about right. Yeah. All right. Good day.